What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pearl Daily. You guys requested it. You guys begged me to cover this topic. A lot of times I'll think to myself, don't you guys want me to cover anything else? Don't you want me to cover, I don't know, like the academics? I don't know, get some journalists in here, but you guys say no. Let's talk about hoes. We love hoes, and the newest hoe is Ayesha Curry. She's getting back into the streets. But before we get into all that, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. Show times are gonna have to be all over the place. Sorry. Some days I have stuff, some days I don't. I hate to say it. You guys are just gonna have to roll with it. But I'll do a show pretty much every day or film something. Okay. So today we're talking about Steph and Ayesha Curry's relationship. So Steph Curry, the NBA superstar and Golden State Warrior point guard, and Ayesha Curry, an actress, author, and entrepreneur, cookbook writer, have one of the most enduring and public celebrity relationships in sports. Their story began as wholesome teenage friendships at church and evolved into a partnership built on faith, family, communication, and mutual support. Through fame, 4 children and career highs. So last show I covered the 304, right? I covered Lily Phillips, not Lily Phillips, sorry. Nala Ray, an adult film actress that now is in the Ho to Jesus pipeline. And one of the top comments on the video said, Pearl, why don't you just cover married women? But Pearl, get these married women in here that are having all these kids and married young. Sure. You guys asked, why not? And you guys could tell me, is this traditional enough for you? Because, the pushback I get is, Pearl, but it's just those types of women. It's just those women there. You were just making this up. You're drawing attention to the bad women. What about the good women? Well, it always so happens that whenever you point out a good woman to me, she still has made a lot of modern choices, And I also would like to say, I personally separate people's romantic decisions from who they are as a character. Trump's been married 3 times. I could say that he is not that good romantically, right? But now his 3rd marriage seems to be going better, but I could hold that and use it against him. But, there's women that they might be nice people. They might be good people overall, but they just suck romantically. There's winners and losers in this game. So, while navigating insecurities like Ayesha's occasional feelings of being overshadowed by Steph's fame, despite occasional rumors, they've emphasized therapy date nights and prioritizing their bond. Ayesha has described their key to success as communication and always dating each other, while Steph calls her his everything. Their relationship has inspired songs like Cardi B's Be Careful and serves as a model of Black love in Hollywood. So they first met. Now I'm going to ask you, is this marrying young enough? Is this good enough for you guys? Is this trad enough? Is this a good enough example? Is it? I'm asking, if she met Steph at 14 years old at a youth church group in Charlotte, North Carolina, Ayesha subtly flirted with Steph, approaching him post-service and walking away, leaving an impression. They became friends but didn't date yet. After high school, they lost touch. Ayesha moves to LA to pursue acting and modeling. And Steph attends Davidson College, rising in basketball. They reconnect at the ESPY Awards in LA and hit it off. They start dating long distance, with Steph making frequent trips. Their first kiss attempts fails hilariously, but by 2009, They are fully together and they strengthen their bond through faith and shared values. Steph gets drafted by the Warriors' number 7 draft pick and proposes to Ayesha in a private moment though the official engagement is later that year. The wedding at 23, Steph was 23, Ayesha 22. They married at the same Charlotte church where they met with 400 guests. They honeymooned in France, picking names for their future kids. Their first child was born in 2012, and Ayesha pauses acting to focus on motherhood. Riley steals the spotlight at Steph's 2015 post-game press conference. Daughter Ryan Carson Curry was born in 2015. Steph wins a unanimous MVP and first NBA title award back in 2015. Back-to-back MVP. Ayesha releases her cookbook, The Seasoned Life. So this is a trad wife putting out cookbooks. And I don't think you guys understand. I understand the public perception of Ayesha Curry today. But you have to understand, back in the day, I mean, she was in songs. Like, I think Drake had a song about wanting a wife like Ayesha. That's how she was viewed. So how on earth could Steph have done better? For all of you people out there that say Steph just picked the wrong woman, he went to church. Where did you want him to go? He got a girl at 14 years old. He knew her. He knew her from childhood. Okay, let me share my screen. I made a PowerPoint. Actually, I'm going to go. So, 2018 they have their third child, and they have their 8th anniversary, 2019 to 2021. Where Steph breaks Ray Allen's 3-point record with Ayesha posting, "To God be the glory," and they attend their first Met Gala together in quarantine during COVID. Now, it's not until 2022 where Ayesha starts embarrassing him. Before that, she was a picture-perfect wife, and I think that's why it's so interesting for people to watch. I'm going to show you. Let me share my screen. Just, how different her persona was back then. Because a lot of times they always say there were warning signs. And I want you to know that sometimes there are no warning signs. There is nothing else a dude could have did. Nothing. I mean, what did he want to get her straight out the womb? You know what I mean? It's like, all right, so this is my PowerPoint called Women Change. Remember, this is her. Look at them. And I want you to understand, a lot of times when women marry men young, marrying young, it really is not beneficial, I would argue, for most women or most men. The reason being is I think women have to get pumped or dumped once or twice to realize that these men flirting with them are not going to take them seriously. I do think that's an important thing for women we have to understand. But unfortunately, when guys get us before the pumping and dumping, we don't get humbled at all. Now you might say, Pearl, but do women need to be humbled? Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, hell yeah, we need to be humbled. The reason we need to be humbled is because, remember, society is going to tell her that you can get anything, that you can do better, queen. So remember, this was what she talked about back then. So a lot of times when women don't have a hoe face on the front end, they will have it on the back end. And I'm going to talk about what the red pill says about this phenomenon. So everyone's into barely wearing clothes these days, huh? Not my style. I like to keep the good stuff covered up for the one who matters. I mean, this is what she was doing. That is a wholesome woman. And like I had somebody say to me the other day that I said that body count doesn't matter. Now, I actually believe that body count does matter when a woman isn't damaged. But in 2025, it doesn't matter that much. What it does give men is a longer subscription. So, like a woman that's banged a bunch of dudes, your subscription is going to be pretty short, your free trial. She'll be like 3 months. Men can get a lot more out of a woman with a low body count. That's why I would obviously encourage you guys to go lower. But even the women that don't have a lot of bodies, they just have a hoe phase on the back end, which is what we're going to see here. Wrong take. She was never wholesome, just pretending to me. Where are the wholesome women then? Where are they? Where are they? Mileage matters. Oh, it matters. As I said, it's like you get a longer test drive on the lower miles. But it's not a guarantee, is my point. It's not a guarantee in any way. Yeah, like there are women that are virgins and then they go bang. How are hoes made? They start as virgins, you guys. They start as virgins and then they see all the women doing hoe shit. Just like Ayesha. Okay, now this is her now. Remember her now. Like she posted a naked picture on Instagram. Now this is her going to a Drake concert. She's looking for her next guy. Okay. So it wasn't until obviously we do the bait and switch. So, all right. So we're going to go through. This is the clip that's going viral right now. Now, the more traditional a woman is required to be, the more we have a tendency to make you pay on the back end. So the more youth and beauty we give you, the more we resent you for it later, especially if we don't feel like we got a good deal. Now, this doesn't mean we didn't get a good deal. Obviously, she got a great deal. But that doesn't change her feelings because remember, she views Steph as the guy, the dorky guy from high school. Now she's in Steph's social circle, which has men that are way more alpha, more high status. And now she wants to get their attention. So she's whoring, obviously.
I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals. And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life.
Did you talk to Steph about it?
He tries to resonate with me, but he just can't.
Now, again, if we feel like we could have been more successful on our own, now there's no evidence that would suggest that she was really going anywhere. I think she was in like one music video. She was in a episode of Hannah Montana. There was no evidence that this woman was destined for stardom. I mean, child actors have a very low shelf life. If anything, she's going to have more success as an actress because she's married to Steph if she wants to do it now. They're going to keep casting older women in movies because women love looking at older women on screen. So there's going to be opportunity to make money. But she's just going to keep taking credit. That's what we do best, is we take credit for men's success. We're very good at it.
And he also comes from a place of like, it's effing stupid. Like,
he's thinking, bitch, I make $100 bajillion. We can live anywhere. We can do anything. What more do you want?
It's not true. So why? And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why does it make you feel like that? It's not real. After we got married, we found out we were pregnant with our daughters so quickly. I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life like trying to work towards something, and then it kind of just disappeared, and I didn't think twice about it. But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom.
That's called the bait and switch. So again, she put his needs before hers in order to get the resources and the quality of guy she wanted. But deep down, I don't think she was honest with herself that she didn't really want to be a wife and a mother. And a lot of times this isn't even clear to us. It's not until we have a kid that we get like post-nut clarity, where we look at the guy and we say, did I actually like him? Is this the guy I want to be with? And even this is why men don't want to get married, because if Steph Curry can't keep a woman happy, you guys think you have a chance? Yeah, you don't. Sorry. You don't. Hate to be the one to say it.
But I love
No, I don't. I love being the one to say it.
doing other things too. And I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and I'm
Yeah.
not home, like did you experience that?
I still experience
Okay.
that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy.
She's in therapy over this. Now remember, men never say, my wife held me back, even though wives generally hold men back. That we're not support systems, we're resource draining, energy draining systems. Even the better women, we just have a tendency to suck. Sorry, we do.
Talking about this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me
Some women do not have the personality to be married to high value men. We don't, because we can't take that loss of attention. Now he gets all the attention.
feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
Yeah, okay. But by the way, this is a string. This is not the first time that she's embarrassed him. So remember, this is the bait and switch. She started as like a traditional trad wife. Okay.
My husband really loves my feet.
Oh, I love that.
And so, like, the light was hitting him just right that day. And so I was like, let me just snap this photo and send him a picture of my feet. So I always say, like, when he says to send nudes, like, that's what he's getting, a picture of my bare feet. I don't know if he's happy.
So she's bragging about how when her husband wants nudes, she sends that. We're like asking to get cheated on. I really think we are. We're like, please cheat on me. We're so unbearable. Wow, so Steph's wife is actually lost. Yeah, I know.
About to turn into a whole.
Yeah, so let me continue. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah.
Time for a drink. What do you say?
Absolutely.
Yes, we get to drink. Marcel? Marcel?
So she's taken off her wedding ring. Again, this is a woman married to a superstar. This is just a dude with muscles. Because most women have it in them. Women will deny this to our core. This is an uncomfortable truth about women. When we're with the same guy for a while, we just want to go bang a bunch of dudes. We have that in us. Men do too, but they're honest about it. Women will gaslight you into eternity. And it's interesting because we'll gaslight men so hard where they're like, babe, you've banged the personal trainer. You cheated on me with that guy. You're a whore. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I'm making bread, so that's like my timer. I'm trying to be trad. So I trad at 29. Sorry. You guys are too. Okay, so you can't hear the video. Oh, that's not good. All right, I'm going to try it again. I'll try playing it again. Tell me if this is better.
Oh, all right, Ayesha. I think it's time for a drink. What do you say?
Absolutely.
Yes, we get to drink. Marcel? Marcel?